I didn't mean for any of it to happen that night. It wasn't supposed to go like that. But the guilt's been eating me alive. And now it's come to find me. So, I guess this is my confession to what really happened that night. I moved here when I was 12. I was that shy, quiet kid, never good at making friends. Ethan was the first person who actually bothered to talk to me. He was the complete opposite. Outgoing, funny, everyone liked him. I never understood why he wanted to hang out with me, but I was so glad he did. From then on, we were inseparable. After school, birthdays, holidays, everything. By the time we were adults, he wasn't just my best mate. He was my brother. Last Friday, we caught up for the first time in weeks. We'd both been busy with work, so we went for drinks like old times. It was good at first, laughing, talking about life, all that. But after a few rounds, something small turned into an argument. I can't even remember what started it. Something stupid that didn't matter. It got heated fast, and Ethan walked out. I stayed behind, finished my drink, then headed home. On my way home, I spotted him by a construction site, having a smoke. When he saw me, he got up, still angry. We were both drunk, both worked up. He got in my face, so I shoved him. He stumbled back, lost his footing, and fell. I'll never forget that dull crack when his head hit the ground. I ran up to him, called his name, shook him, but he didn't move. I got scared, so I ran. I just left him there. The next morning, I woke up with a brutal hangover. For a few seconds, I didn't even remember what had happened. Then it hit me. I grabbed my phone, thinking maybe Ethan had called or texted, but there was nothing, so I sent him a quick message just to check he got home all right. That afternoon, the police came by, said Ethan had been found dead near the site early that morning. I could feel my blood run cold. I told them, yeah, we'd had drinks, but he left before me. They took a few notes and then just left, and that was it. The rest of that day was a blur. Family and friends kept calling, texting, saying how sorry they were, how hard it must be losing my best friend. I just kept pretending, but inside, I felt sick. I told myself it was an accident, but deep down, I knew I was just trying to feel less guilty. I was too scared to come forward with the truth. Obviously, I didn't sleep that night. I kept opening our chat, hoping he'd just text me, say this was all some stupid prank. And then it happened. Ethan is typing. It stayed there for a few seconds, then disappeared. I just stared at the screen, waiting for a message, but nothing came. I told myself it was probably someone in his family going through his phone. Over the next couple of days, it kept happening. When I opened my messages, I'd just see it there. Ethan is typing. It would either stay for a few seconds, then disappear, or it would flash on and off, like he was typing, deleting, typing again. Every time I saw it, I felt this weird mix of guilt and panic. I asked his mum about his phone, just casually. She said they haven't really touched it. That's when it really started to scare me. I couldn't shake the feeling that he was trying to reach me. The funeral was the following Saturday. I got there early, before anyone else arrived. His family said it was fine if I wanted a few minutes alone with him. Ethan was lying there in the coffin, in a suit and tie. As soon as I saw him, I just broke down. I did this to him. The guilt, the regret. It was too much. I managed to say a few words, told him I was sorry, that I never meant for it to happen. I stood there shaking, not knowing what else to do. Then I turned to leave. That's when I saw it. In the reflection of the glass door in front of me, Ethan was sitting up, head turned this way. His eyes were open, staring right at me, angry. I spun around, but he was still lying there, eyes closed, perfectly still. The funeral went by normally. People gave speeches, told stories, said goodbye. But the whole time, I could feel him, like he was there, watching me. By the time I got home, I was shaking. I kept seeing his face, that look in the reflection. He looked angry, like he was coming for me. Every little sound in the flat made me jump. The washing machine, the wind outside. It all felt wrong. I went to bed with the lights on that night. I couldn't sleep that night. I had too much on my mind. Kept tossing and turning for hours, trying not to think about him. At some point, I must have dozed off. Then I woke up to my phone pinging. The room was dark. I was sure I'd left the lights on. I grabbed my phone. It was a new message from Ethan. My hands were shaking as I opened it. It just said, "You didn't help." For a second, I couldn't move. Then I heard the floor creak, just once. I looked up, and Ethan was there, standing in the corner, staring at me with that same angry look. I was terrified. He'd come for me.